When our child first transitioned, it was in 2019, and we were just beginning the process of getting connected with the community when everything shut down. And so a lot of our initial points of connection just dried up right away.
She came out and transitioned socially when she was in 2nd grade. She started coming before the pandemic, but then once everything shut down, she was pretty socially isolated. We didn't really have connections with a lot of school friends or anything. And then Little SMYALs started going twice a month during the pandemic. It was such a lifeline.
Our child would come home from school and ask us from time to time, like, are there other kids like me, other gender expansive, non-binary, transgender kids? And we'd say, look, we know that it's hard. Not everyone identifies that way. And so being in community with other kids that are similar age, it's been like life affirming and life giving to them.
Little SMYALs has just given me a huge sense of relief and joy that I know my child has this resource. She has this community, this support. We live in a pretty progressive school district. There's GSAs in the middle school and the high school. But elementary, it's like queer kids don't exist. There's nothing.
I think one thing about being so young, but knowing this thing about yourself that you're still figuring out, is that it's so lonely. There's only so much comfort you can give to a little kid to say, like, just wait. One day you are going to find your people. But they don't want to wait 5 years. They don't want to wait 10 years. They don't want to wait 15 years. They want to know where all the other kids are now.
Resources like Little SMYALs are very important for her to find her tribe, so to speak, her community, to know that she's not the only trans kid out there. We are very affirming at home, but it's not enough. She needs, especially with all the attacks in the news and everything that filters down to her, I need her to know there's a whole community out there supporting her.
We have been very lucky to have strong support amongst our family and at the school where our child goes. In talking with other families, I know that that is not always the case. And I think in particular, if there is not as much school-based support that gender expansive kids are getting, SMYAL becomes a really important refuge and a really important resource and place for those families and kids to go to get the learning and support. And so I think in terms of supporting the wider community, there is a really important place for SMYAL to play.
Well, I know that Little SMYALs, the virtual sessions, are open for kids all from anywhere, which is wonderful. It's like the silver lining of things going virtual. Because in a lot of places there's nothing locally for the kids. For Little SMYALs to provide that, even outside this area, is really a wonderful resource.
These things should grow. They should be accessible to so many kids around the DMV and virtually outside of the DMV. It is joy-bringing and it is exciting and it is so much fun to see our kid light up and run over here or run to the computer. I want more kids and more families to have access to that.
My child has benefited so much from this resource, and the fact that it is free for kids to attend is just incredible. It is that way any family who needs it is able to access it, and it just means the world to us.
So many people out there really have nobody that they can turn to. We all want to support our kids. We all want to see our kids thrive. We all want our kids to grow up to be, joyful, wonderful adults. A group like SMYAL is going to help all of us get there together.